Hello, world. My name is Akish Aklot Mullins, and this is the Ak Report. Today, we're going to talk about unconditional love. I don't know why some people find it hard to understand that unconditional love is possible if you actually look at the word unconditional and love. Two different words, two different meanings put together, you get another meaning. But the main denominator in unconditional love is love. There is no conditions on love. Love is unconditional. The problem is there are those people out there who don't play fair in love, where there'll be one party in the relationship who does have unconditional love, practice unconditional love. Mainly, these are people who are faithful in the relationships, who don't cheat in the relationships, and who do everything that they're supposed to do in a relationship. When it comes to family and friends, those same kind of people are those who are upholding the rules, the laws, the standards, and the codes of practice when it comes to being family and friends. Everyone doesn't do that. This is the reason why there's a confusion on unconditional love, because those people who we like to call a karmic or a parasite or have a demon attached to them don't understand that love is unconditional. The problem you're having is the reason why you're getting angry and why you think that love isn't unconditional is because when people like me get to the point where we're tired of forgiving you for all the BS and the crap that you've been doing, it's not that we don't love you, it's that we love ourselves more than you. It just means that we love ourselves more to know that my sanity is more important than the love that I have for you. My health is more important than the love that I have for you. I didn't say that I didn't love you. I love you enough to leave you. I love you enough to not talk to you. I love you enough to walk away. I love you enough to not have you in my space to bring down my mood. That's unconditional love. Now, love with conditions, that's not for the people who practice unconditional love, who know what unconditional love is, who live their life in love. Those others, well, they love do have conditions. It's on the condition that you give me money when I ask you for money. You take me where I want to go. You do what it is I want you to do. You say what it is that I want you to say. You be how I want you to be. That's not even a conditional love. That's called slavery, entrapment, emotional abuse. That's what that called. But unconditional love, yes, unconditional love is possible. We love unconditionally every day. We love unconditionally people, places, and things, sometimes to our own detriment. And the parasites and the demons that are attached to the people that are hurting us want us to continue to practice unconditional love to our detriment, with them not understanding that love has no condition. I love you today, I love you tomorrow. But that doesn't mean that I have to be around you. It doesn't mean that I have to be married to you. It doesn't mean that I have to talk to you every day. It doesn't mean that I have to show up to every one of your events. That's not what it means. At the end of the day, we all have to remember we are ourselves, one person, one individual. We are all that we are responsible for. When we have anyone else meet anyone else in our lives, they're just adding to our life experience here, adding to the education that we're getting here, adding to the reason why it's better to move off of love than to move off of hate and anger and all other low vibrational feelings. Which brings me to the power of the tongue, because this is something else that we get confused and that we don't understand and that we don't get because we were misled by the church. Right now, the references that I make will only be made from the Bible. Why? Well, because I grew up a Christian. I grew up grew up in an African Messible Episcopal church. My family is full of pastors and reverends or whatever else you want to call them. And so I know the book. One story in the book, story that you always told by them, is our words are powerful. Our tongue is powerful. We live by every word that comes from our mouth. The thing is, they have us misguided because they misuse the information and the teachings of the Bible. The Bible is a resource book, a reference book, a history book, an exoteric book, an astronomical book, a science book, a fabled book. a book of morals. Whatever you want to add on it, that's what it is. But not only the Bible, so is the Quran and every other religious text that is out there. Because none of the texts were religious before they put religion on it. They were all spiritual. And every last one of those texts came from one place called Atlantis. Where is Atlantis? Well, Atlantis was once a part of what we now call North America, which was once called Kemet. Yes, all secrets come out. I said there is a reason for this and the power of the tongue. See, when they hid our truth from us, having us lie on each other, to each other, curse each other with every word that come out of our mouths, curse ourselves, make us doubt ourselves, that's the power of the tongue. When you sit and tell yourself that you can't do something, you can't do it. When you sit and tell yourself that it's not going to happen, it's not going to happen. When you sit and tell yourself that you will never find love, that you can't be loved, you will never find love and you can't be loved. Because until you clean out the BS they put in your mind, and then clean your heart, open your heart, have your heart and your mind become one. Find balance within your mind, find balance with your masculine and your feminine energies. Then you'll start to see the truth. You'll start to understand how you were tricked, how they use what we see in the media to keep us blinded. This is the reason why our children are being, how can I put this kindly so those who like to get angry at things don't get angry when you speak the truth. The reason why your children get involved with drugs, alcohol, and those other things that may wound up getting them pregnant is because the media is brainwashing them into believing that they need the drugs, they need the alcohol, and they need to do the horizontal mambo, which is not the case. The media has also, after conditioning the children, because once upon a time we were those children and they did the same thing to us. It's just that some of us were able to see through the BS and see that I don't have to be a gangbanger to know who I am. I don't have to sell drugs. I don't have to rob nobody. I don't have to steal from nobody. I don't have to lie to nobody to get what I want. Because what is for you is for you. The problem is you have to work on you, and you don't know what is for you because the voices that are in your head that are telling you to stay in that bad relationship, that's not your voice. That's that parasite and that demon or whatever is attached to that person that is hurting you, that is keeping you there. And I'm not telling you that when you realize the parasite, when you see the parasite or the demon in that person, for you to attack that person, do anything to that person. No, we're in the middle of a spiritual war right now. A war that, unlike Satan and his demon horde, we don't have to shoot one bullet. We don't have to swing one blade. We don't have to take one life. All you have to do is change your mind, open your heart, and get right. It doesn't matter if you believe in religion or spirituality. It's all the same. It doesn't matter what God you call on. All of them eat at the same table, except for one pantheon who has been hiding in our faces, who aren't real. That pantheon is the one that Zeus and all his people belong to. The Orisha, the Egyptians, even those over there in India and every other place on this planet, they are all us, all the same family. Whether you say God, whether you say Allah, whether you say Jehovah, those are titles, not a name. And your religious leaders and teachers, they know this. The same way they hid mother. But the funny thing is, the Catholics already knew that Father God has a wife. What they did was they wanted to turn the Messiah into Jesus Christ because Satan is actually Zeus and Zeus is actually Jesus. And all of you Christians, please hold your pearls, because even you know I'm telling the truth. Because if I'm not, well, why is it that the description of the Messiah that you read in the Bible don't match the description of that picture and them statues that you see in your church? But there is one that you see that does match the description, and that's the mother, the Holy Mother, the one that they keep locked in their basement, that they go and kiss her feet before and after they go and mislead the children for their father, Satan. And when we talk about Satan and Lucifer and the demon horde, again, I said titles. Because the same way the earth angels, the originals, the old ones, the new gods have all returned, so has Satan and his crew. He's been hiding here the whole time in the flesh in California. Do you understand why they tore up this land so much? Why there's so much confusion in America? They want us to believe that we're all from Africa. No, we're from Atlantis. Atlantis sank. Half of us went to Africa. Half of us came to America. You also want us to believe that all white people are created equal and that all white people don't have a soul, and that is a lie. The spectrum of mother and father's children go from those you want to call black to those you want to call white. And if you don't want to consider yourself white, then by your own admission, not mine, your own, you're saying that you don't have a soul. Because I just told you, from black to white and every other color in their crayon box in between has a soul. The only ones who don't is those who don't consider themselves in any of those crayon boxes. I told you, race is imaginary. This is why they made it. So you can dip in and out whenever you please. You can jump in, pretend to be white, enslave the black man, torture the black man, kill the black man, and then you jump out and say, oh no, that's not me, that's them. No, mother and father see all, so the children see all. You cannot hide no more. None of this is being hidden anymore. There is power in your tongue. Stop giving them the power. What you say becomes your reality. If you say they're better than you, they're better than you. If you say they're above you, they're above you. If you say you're worthless, you're worthless. It's time to change that perspective. Time to change the way you think. And it's time to fix how you use the words that you use. Words matter. Even when you make those jokes about yourself that make others laugh but make you look bad, subconsciously, you're telling yourself that's how you feel about yourself, and outwardly, this is how people are treating you. If you want people to love you, you want people to treat you better, start loving and treating yourself better. People will only treat you how you treat you, how you allow them to treat you. And if you value their company, their love, their affection, their attention, their invitations to their parties more than the love of yourself, then you will never find the happiness that you're looking for. Because the happiness starts with you. Because anybody who cares about you, loves you, and here for you will never want to see you hurt, never want to see you damaged, and will always want to see you win. Because the only ones in your life that don't want you to elevate are those hidden parasites and demons that are hiding around you. And until you start recognizing them for who they are and distancing yourself from them, you will never find the happiness that you're looking for. I'm Unconditionally Mullins, and this is the Yak Report. What say you?